Welcome back to Farm and Hammer, everyone. I know this video will be going live on Easter, so I hope everyone has a good Easter. In today's video, I ended up buying another 13 cows to put on the rental place. I moved the big herd of cows this morning, and we've got a cow that had a new calf. And speaking of calving, we've only got 6 left to calve in this group. So calving is pretty much wrapped up here. This cow, I think she had the calf last night. She is one of our last really big framed cows. She probably only weighs about 1,200. Her heaviest, if she was going to the sale barn, she'd probably weigh about 1,500 if she was really fattened out. But one of our last big cows that we still have, and she had a baby this morning. Her mother was a nutcase. She was wild. She turned out pretty okay. And really her normal running around weight, she doesn't weigh that much, but she had a pretty big sized calf. So I'm guessing it's bull. Yep, it's bull. Anyway, I'm gonna get him up, see if I can get her to, of course she's walking off without him, but I'm gonna try to get him to follow her and get them onto the new pasture with the others. Not towards the truck. There you go. It's a pretty big calf though, he's pretty stocky too. There we go. Anyway, just gave the cows one bale. They really probably aren't gonna eat it. We just let them onto this new pasture. We're running low on hay, so we're trying to slow down their pasture moves to give the grass a chance to grow. There's one cow that hasn't calved yet. She's on the list. But the fall-born calves looking good. There's one of the low lines there. Yeah, these fall-born calves are really gonna start taking off on this green grass. So that's always exciting to see. Anyway, that's this group. We'll go take a look at the other spring calving cow group and see if we've had any new babies. I hit a tree limb with the bale and it ripped off the whole top of the bale, so that's gonna be fun getting it off the truck. Out in the spring calving group, you can see some babies, some older ones there. Those 2 cows over there haven't calved yet. This cow hasn't calved yet, but I think all the rest of them in this group have pretty much calved. And most of these calved well over 2 weeks ago. So we're still waiting on a couple, but for the most part, they all calved out all within a week or 2. And I've just been thrilled with this group of calves. So very few reds. And the calves have just been growing like weeds. So really pleased with them. They're gonna be some pretty framey calves, so they ought to sell pretty well, at least the steers will. I've got some heifers like these 2 I'm gonna be keeping back. But we did have one cow, she calved the other day, and the calf was a stillborn. This is her 4th calf she's ever had. Even though she's performed well over the years, she was a heifer we had kept back. Cull cow prices right now are pretty good, and we don't have any room for cows that aren't gonna make us a calf. So we're gonna hold on to her for another month or 2 while we got some spring growth so she can fatten out, and then she'll be going to town. So far this season, we've only had 2 that have had to be pulled, which is more than we normally have. But those were Holsteins, so the Holstein crosses, they normally have some bigger calves. But we had those 2, then we had that one born dead, so those are the only 3 issues we've had. But so far we've only lost 1, which is pretty good percentage for all these cows. So then you get monster calves like that one there. Anyway, still waiting on a couple from this group, but we're pretty much done with calving season. The other ones that haven't calved yet have got about 3 weeks or less. We had them all preg checked, so we know they should be calving soon. And this group you just saw, they're getting hay once every other day, and we're dropping the other half of the bale on a rock pile over there. So they're not really eating hay at this point, even though there's not a whole lot of grass yet. But they're kind of sick of hay. So anyway, that's it for this group. Now let's go take a look at the cows I bought this week. The other Longhorn, she was looking like she was getting close to calving last night. So we're gonna check her this morning, and hopefully she's got a baby waiting on us. If not, hopefully she's not having trouble. Well guys, we're out at the rental place. I do see a new calf, so we'll go take a look at that one. But to show you some of the new ones I bought 13 last week, or I guess 6 days ago now. That's one of them there. They're all 3rd stage. That cow, she is a 7-year-old. I bought 5 bred heifers. Some of them actually look pretty good, like that one. And there's some tall, lanky ones, like those two there. And normally I wouldn't buy first-time heifers that I don't know what bull they're bred to, but the price was right on this group. I think there's only one that I spent $1,100 on. That was that bred 7-year-old black cow there. The rest of them I spent less than $1,000 on. So in total, this whole group of cows, the 23 cows I bought, all 3rd stage, I think I averaged like $900 a piece on them. There's the oldest calf. You've seen that one. Out of the Longhorn cow, and I'm guessing a Longhorn bull. But after seeing this newborn calf, you guys may be right. Some of you said white park. I knew this calf had the ears and the nose and the eyes of a white park, but Longhorns also can have these markings, so I wasn't too sure that it was a white park these Longhorn cows are bred to. You might be able to see this new baby here. It looks identical to the other one. And it's a heifer as well. Well, so we've got 2 little heifers, white heifers with the black ears, black nose, black eyes. And we've got another new baby. I just saw it. This one I knew she was getting close because she was walking around, licking her belly, acting like she was pretty uncomfortable. I didn't think she was gonna calve last night. Glad she did. And this cow, I'm actually pretty excited for her calf. Looks like this calf is bull. So this was a short and solid cow, so she's an old cow. I bought her 6 days ago. She's already had a nice little bull calf here. And the reason I'm excited for this one is her ear tag. Of course, she just sold by herself as an old bred cow. Her ear tag says Kobe beef. So I looked up the farm because the farm name is on her tag. They breed their Angus cows to Wagyu. So that calf may or may not be a half Wagyu calf, I'm not sure. But the farm she's from everything I can find on them, they do Kobe beef and they raise a lot of Wagyu. So anyway, so that's 2 new calves. So that's pretty exciting. You can see all the calves have learned to get along with these older cows. They get beat up quite a bit, but they're getting used to it. There's a heifer, bred heifer. There's some other bred heifers there. Number 4 there, she's a little bit questionable. She kind of acts sick, but I think that's just, she's a weird cow. So she was a 3-year-old. This is her 2nd calf. Hopefully she'll calve in the next 2 months. You may notice this thing here. And I'm really liking how this red cow I bought a couple weeks ago has turned out. she's gonna slick off and be a really nice cow. I bought this really tiny thing for 350 bucks. She probably weighs 600 pounds. She's a 5-year-old cow. I think she's got some mini Jersey in her. But anyway, you can tell she's about to drop a calf. So I'm watching her now that the other cow is calved. I'd say she'll probably calve here in the next day or two. Her udder's been swelling ever since I bought her. So that's the story on this group of cows. I bought them all recently, and we've already got 3 calves on the ground. 1 new one last night. We've got 2 more cows that are getting close. I will say this group is a little more exciting than the beef herd at home, because it's kind of a surprise every time one of them calves. I don't know what they're bred to. I don't know what the calf's gonna look like. I don't know if they're gonna have trouble and need me to interfere, but anyway, just a little more exciting. And of course, I've still got these calves licking on me. But this group, I am moving them once a day, so I'm gonna get their fence moved. They've all pretty much learned to follow me when I start moving fence, so they're getting moved once a day. I moved them across that hillside once a day, strip grazed, and then now they're gonna start moving into this weedy pasture here, and I'm gonna try to start taking care of the weeds as we move them through. But anyway, that's the story on this group. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll keep you guys posted on all the new calves that are born out here as well. So with that being said, have a good Easter, guys, and I'll see you next time.